Welcome to Huntsville, Texas, and Elliott T. Bowers Stadium, home to the Bearcats of Sam Houston. And the Bearcats will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Kent State's offense will get the ball first. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the Golden Flashes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Tomlinson. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Flashes are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. So Sam Houston State's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. That they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and the guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Caught in the backfield, it's Whitaker. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Bearcats want to move quickly. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Tight end finds a soft spot. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Going to look downfield again. Complete downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to pass. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Slams it ahead. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. 3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Trying to bully their way in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And
How about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on the running back to score that touchdown.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They took it 64 yards right down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Tomlinson. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Golden Flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it. You can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Moore. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bearcats with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The Bearcats are in the hurry up.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And the Golden Flashes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Tomlinson. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds space on the right. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll go to the ground. Finding an escape route. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Golden Flashes will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball comes to rest right there. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got an open man. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Bearcats will line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Back to pass, it's Tomlinson. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Golden Flashes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Golden Flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt will be marked dead just inside the 45-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Pulls and fires complete. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking for room, it's Whitaker. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Bearcats in the hurry up.
Brings up third down.
On third down, going up top. Finds his tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Punt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Makes a move. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The give on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Golden Flashes will punt it away on fourth down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Looking to throw on first down. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted to stop the threat. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
It's not the end of the world. Bear with me. There is nothing worse than watching wide receivers run those little under routes, and I throw the football, and I'm 10 yards short. You got to push the ball down the field if you're going to get the first down. And guess what? You threw an interception, so be it. You made the tackle, no big deal. It's kind of like a punt.
This drive will open from the 15. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the first down. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. Quarterback on the keeper. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. The Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Wants to go up top. They'll run the screen. He did not make it. A stone wall on third down. The Bearcats line up to punt it away.
Coming up, fourth down.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First play of this drive comes from the 27. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He breaks a tackle.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Looking for a man. It's Tomlinson. Finds the tight end. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
By the tight end.
Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again.
First down.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He lofts one down the sideline. And the DB right with him to knock it away. So now it's second and long.
It's second down.
Looking to fire. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. Looking to throw again. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. The Golden Flashes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. He's got the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. Well, when he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
To the ground to try to move the chain. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Using his legs, it's Whitaker. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. The Bearcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Out of the shotgun on third down. Quick completion on the out route. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. From the gun, the ground game. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough and they'll mark it at the 23. And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Got a little space. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Sam Houston. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Michigan is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Ann Arbor for a long time. They're up by 18 over UTEP. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Back to throw, it's Tomlinson. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here's the heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Golden Flashes will punt this one away. A low line drive and not his best work. And this punt will be down just on the other side of midfield. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Whitaker. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
Second down coming up.
Wants to fire on second down. With the catch, it's Whitaker.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Punt is on its way. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Golden Flashes heading quickly to the line. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pumps it downfield. Makes the grab. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Makes the grab. And the defense able to get him down, and that should bring us to the end of the half. And on first down, they sent the field goal team out, I guess hoping to cause confusion and delay and some type of befuddlement. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Golden Flashes will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Turbin. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Sweet cut there. And a little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
First down for the offense.
Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He is going nowhere as the defense is manhandling this running game. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Looking to throw, it's Tomlinson. Makes the grab. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. No huddle here for the offense.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. 3rd play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Golden Flashes send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Working that wide receiver screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Bearcats will try to pin them back with the punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. The quick out. Just keep moving this thing forward. He's out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 37-yard line. They'll run play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. To the air, it's Tomlinson. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
But we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They'll run the screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the Golden Flashes decide to punt it away. A low line drive and short kick. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Bearcats lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Got enough for the 1st. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Using the quick game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. finds his man in the middle. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw it again. Moving away from pressure. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bearcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. Using his legs, it's Moore. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Looking to throw on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And those outside linebackers nowadays, they're so fast. They got to cover ground. You can blitz them off the edge, and they can get after quarterbacks. Versatile. That's why they're getting drafted so high in the NFL and getting paid all that money.
The Bearcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
I feel like this defense really needed that, man. They need a shot in the arm. They've had some bad possessions, not been great. Nice job getting to the quarterback, getting in a predictable 3rd and long situations where now you can unleash that pass rush.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
The Bearcats will call on their punt team.
On to punt it away.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And, man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000, and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on 3rd down, like everything going the other direction.
The Golden Flashes will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And the defense snows him under after a very short game. From the gun, running back gets the give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's 3rd down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Absolutely perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Etheridge. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Tomlinson. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. That's the end of the period, and Sam Houston has the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt come. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And how about that rush off of the edge? You could tell, man, playing pass all the way. Your team has a lead. Getting later in the football game, he's just pinning his ears back, and he flies off the edge and gets the big sack.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Got a little work done on 1st down. Now back to the line. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. He'll pull it on the read. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Spins away from the defender. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave a little bit of everything on that one.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard line.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again to go score a TD.
Run it with the fullback. Tried to keep those big legs churning, but he'll be stopped for a loss. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself on the draw. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They keep nudging it closer, but now it's 3rd and goal. Scores on the sneak. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Illinois is ahead right now, but the school that produced the likes of Dick Butkus and Red Grange has some work to do before this is over. They're up by a field goal over the Rebels. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to pass. It's Tomlinson. They go to the wide receiver screen. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. On third down, he drops the throw. Got a man. It's Dorsey. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Now the toss. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. And now on second down for this offense. He'll keep it himself. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bearcats! As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. On the run, it's Martin. Turning it on! That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
That's a first down for the offense.
On the option. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
Well, this defense is eyeing the scoreboard. You know they're looking up there. They want to keep this goose egg intact. They've been so good all game long. Still playing with phenomenal effort here in the fourth quarter, creating that fumble and takeaway.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Second down.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs.
First down.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And he puts through the extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
Penn State, 0.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Pulled and finds his man on the left. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
And first down for the offense.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
At the 40. First down for the offense.
To the air, it's Tomlinson. Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
And the golden flashes, now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The golden flashes will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time he's got his man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bearcats come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback on the keeper. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It has been said that the obstacle is the way, and this obstacle is now back-to-back losses.
Back-to-back L's. It's not the end of the world, though. I still think there's time for this team to figure out what they're going to do, how they're going to finish the season strong. It's not over yet. 2 bad weeks. Flush it down the toilet. Refocus the mechanism. We're ready to rock and roll next week.
It just needs to be about finding a way to win a game right now. In all likelihood, 99.9% chance the college football playoff now is not a possibility anymore. That's okay. Let's worry about winning a game. Let's go back. Let's watch the film. Let's get back to being who we are so we can get this ship right.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.